What's going on, everyone? Yo, it's been a hot minute, Micah. Adam, I do remember you though, but yes, I agree. It has been a hot minute, man. How have you been, Adam? What's going on, Soul Sod? Yo, champs, end of the day, Tommy by Tommy Hilfiger. Summer must have, in my opinion. Soul Sod, do you have? For whatever reason, my brain's telling me it's you that has it, but it could not be you. Do you have Tommy Vice Summer or not? Because I think if you don't, then definitely try this one out. It's just like a good like coconut sunscreen kind of fragrance. Tommy, just the original Tommy by Tommy Hilfiger. It looks really good, and I was kind of pissed because when I was working at my local TJ Maxx, we had like a 3.4 ounce for like $13, and I don't know why, but I was like, you know what? I'll wait till I get like I had the money for it. I was like, I'll wait till I get paid next. Because I got paid like weekly. I was like, you know what? I'll just wait a couple days, then I'll buy it. It got sold. I don't. Well, Social Sod, I recommend you get it. I paid like $25 for this. There's a girl version as well. I don't know if you have a girlfriend or not, Social Sod. I'm pretty sure you do. I'm pretty sure I remember you having one. But you could do what I did. Get the boys Tommy Vibrant Summer and the girls Tommy Girl Vibrant Summer, because they're both phenomenal, just like cheap summer fragrances. It's very, very good. C2, what's going on? Montrese, what's going on, buddy? What's poppin', bro? Not much. What about you, Montrese? And same thing, C2, just going live. What about you, man? Of course it did. It's like, here's the thing. It's like you see a fragrance at like your Ross or your TJ Maxx, and you're like, you know what? I'll leave it. I'll come back in a couple of days and pick it up. Whether it's, you already picked out a fragrance, or you just don't want to spend that extra money on a fragrance, and then it's gone. You play VR? Yes, I do play VR. I would say like traditionally my whole life, I was a console gamer. But around like 2020 or something like that, my dad bought me, really me and my brother, but I guess kind of more or less me, an Oculus Quest 2. I absolutely loved it. Tell us more about your gaming channel. So, I just started my gaming channel yesterday. I didn't really know like a good name. I was gonna have like M Fraggy Gaming, but then that sounded like really bad to me. So then I was kind of thinking, right now, I just have it as Fragrance Gamer. I really I can change it, it's been up for a day. It's not like if I were to try and change my name from Micah Fragrance to something else, like for a lot of people, the 18 people who are subscribed to my channel, Fragrance Gamer isn't stuck in their brain yet. But I started that. It seems like really just like for now in the foreseeable future, it's just going to be a lot of VR clips and stuff like that. Eventually I will get to console gaming as well. Like I have a PS4, but I would like to get, I don't know. I mean, ideally I would want to get an Xbox Series X, because I've always played Xbox, but I know that like you can live stream directly onto YouTube from like your PlayStation and stuff like that. So I want to get a Oculus Quest 3 for my next console. I want to get that. I want to trade in my Quest 2. I want to get the Quest 3 just because I'm really into, like VR gaming and stuff like that. And then I'll end up getting a console, whether it's a PS5 or an Xbox Series X. Just tried Acqua di Gio Profondo. I love it. See, C2, Acqua di Gio Profondo. Acqua di Gio Profondo is a phenomenal fragrance. Now, I think that this one honestly just smells super, super good. It's fresh, it's aquatic. There's sea notes and aqua zone, so two different types of aquatic notes. There's some citrus, there's some mineral notes. C2, do you like specifically enjoy the mineral notes in Acqua di Gio Profondo? Because one thing I tend to notice, when people talk about Profondo, they're like, oh, I really love like that mineral side of the fragrance, or they're like, I hate the mineral side of the fragrance. I always just find it interesting. Like, half the people love the mineral side of this, half the people hate the mineral side. Profondo sucks. I don't think Profondo sucks. I love it. I get a lot of compliments when I wear it. Save up for a PS6. It's only like 2 years away. Well, I mean, I don't know, cause like I want to get a console like around my birthday. My birthday is in September, so my plan is get a Oculus Quest 3 decently soon. You know, I have I got a bunch of like odd jobs and stuff that I'm going to be doing. So, you know, get my Oculus Quest 3, kind of build that gaming channel, keep building my fragrance channel and everything like that. But I don't know, like I think around my birthday, I want to save up a little bit of money, maybe be like, "Oh, hey, like could I just get some money like 100 $200 for my birthday just to put towards an Xbox, for like my actual main gift." Get the Quest 3S. I don't want to get the 3S because from what I've heard, graphics wise, the Quest 2 and the Quest 3S aren't that far off. The Quest 3 has those it has like, I believe they call it like the pancake lenses or something like that, but Quest 3 is more storage, better graphics, which I mean, if I'm going to be, taking clips and stuff like that, I'm going to want the most storage I can. The $400 Quest 3S doesn't make sense because just spend the extra 100 to get the better graphics. Now, I think like the Quest 3S, just the regular one at $300, and then Oculus Quest 3 at $500, that's a good negotiation. But if you're paying 400 for a 3S, just spend the extra 100, get more storage, get better graphics. I like that name, Fragrance Gamer. Keep it. Then I probably will keep it. Everything really just depends, like on how your viewers feel and stuff like that. Like I remember there was one time I kind of thought that like me saying, "Hey everyone," at the beginning of every video, I thought maybe it was like, I don't know, cringy or something like that. And I put out a post. I'm like, "Hey, should I keep doing this? Should I not keep doing it?" And everyone was like, "No, dude, keep doing it. We love it." Just because it's just what people get used to. Reaction channel coming soon. I wouldn't say just like a standalone reaction channel, but on this channel, I can definitely do some like fragrance reactions videos, like more reacting to my subscribers' collections and stuff like that. On my gaming channel, I could do some, like a GTA 6 trailer reaction and stuff like that. Joel, what's going on? Son of the day, blind Durgraphy. I have no clue how to say that. Patchouli mojito. Is it? So I'm assuming. Let's see. Patchouli mojito. Isn't a mojito like a minty kind of adult beverage, if I'm not mistaken? Um. So what? It would be like probably like minty, aromatic, fresh with a lot of that patchouli. I love the seaside of it and the bergamot. I love it. Get the 3S. Cheaper and better than the Oculus Quest 2. You've had your 2 for 2 to 3 years and it's laggy. Mine isn't really laggy, but the sticks are bad in it. And it's funny. My right stick is perfectly fine, but my left stick, which is the one where you move with your left stick, that one's messed up. So like in almost any game I play, and it's interesting. You don't use your right stick for a lot of stuff except just like kind of looking around. My left stick is horrible. Was it between Micah Gaming and Fragrance Gamer? No. Now, like, originally I wanted my channel to be MF Gaming, MF standing for Micah Fragrance, but that's surprisingly already a gaming channel, and they have like 20,000 subscribers or something like that. So I was kind of sad, and then I was kind of thinking like Frag Gamer, but in one word, so like Frag Gamer, I guess is how you would say it. Fragrance Gamer, but I didn't want people to think it was like Frag Grenade Gamer or something like that. Favorite game of all time. I think my favorite game of all time, favorite story game of all time, Far Cry 5. Takes place in Montana. I live in Montana. Very cool to have a game that, takes place in Montana, and that is just a great game. So my favorite story game is Far Cry 5. I think my favorite multiplayer game, though, like either GTA Online or Rainbow Six Siege. I love all of those games. And then favorite VR game of all time, Tactical Assault VR. Ding, 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 you got it. Maybe one time you should put a fragrance. Oh, you should put in a fragrance that the name doesn't give away. See, and it's like, here's the thing. I like the fragrances where, opposed to like that, the Patchouli Mojito, where it's a fragrance like Miami Tropical Confessions. Tropical, okay, so it's going to spell tropical. Confessions, what does that mean? I think maybe the confession part of this is like that seductiveness. So you can kind of break apart fragrances like that where okay, maybe it's going to be like a tropical, like flirtatious kind of fragrance, which is what this fragrance is. So I like the fragrances like that where you can kind of get a vibe from it, but I I mean I don't know, like sometimes it's nice, Patchouli Mojito sounds like a good fragrance, but maybe like I don't know, like Mojito Meadows or something like that would have been better. Where like, yeah, you give away the mojito, but the meadow part, in a sense, would be that kind of like earthy patchouli. Thunder versus Pacers, who you got? Thunder, easily. Um, Teresa, what's going on? Ojan tomorrow, it's official. You're getting Ojan tomorrow? If you are, that's hype. 3S, same build as Quest 2, but specs as 3. That's not what I heard. I heard it has a faster processor than the Quest 2, but the graphics are the same as the Quest 2. You do get the like cameras on the front, so it is like a mixed reality one. I'm pretty sure it's mixed reality. I know that the actual 3s is a mixed reality one, but if I'm not mistaken, they have roughly the same graphics. And a lot of people were saying they were like, I tried a Quest 3 and Quest 3S, and the 3 is just on a whole nother level. So I think for that, and then just, being able to post stuff on YouTube, wanting to get actually like, good clips and stuff like that, then I would definitely just get the 3. 3S is like 250. 3S is 3, and then the 3 is 5. However, with the normal 3, you get the pancake lenses, so better graphics. You get the better chip. I believe that the 3 has maybe a better chip than the 3S. I have no clue though. But I think for me, the 3 is what I'm gonna get. How I play the spin-off New Dawn. I did play New Dawn. New Dawn, I didn't think that was, a bad game. Now I thought maybe it wasn't the best game and it was kind of a shorter Far Cry, but I still thought it was fun. Hold on. Okay, I already read that. Another game that lets you drive around Montana is American Truck Simulator. But couldn't you just like drive around anywhere in that? And even some examples of like, to an extent, you could say like The Crew, because in The Crew, it's either The Crew or The Crew 2. You play just in like all around the US. Like, to an extent, you could go to Montana. Any top Western Conference team I don't see the Pacers beating, Clippers, Nuggets, Rockets, etc. Any top Western Conference team you don't see. Like, here's the thing. I think if the Wolves played the Pacers wouldn't beat them. But also, we're saying Pascal Siakams is their Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Rec Room on VR's fire. I don't really like Rec Room that much. I used to play it a lot when I first got it, but I didn't think it was that good. I played a lot of Creed when I first got it too. Played a lot of Pavlov Shack, played a lot of Onward, and I played a lot of Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. First one, I played the second one and it was ass. It was so bad, dude. I couldn't even figure out how to sleep in that game. I want to get American Truck Simulator. I want to get a haptic suit for the VR. Like a haptic suit seems cool because you can get shot and it'll hit you. Like you can feel it, But let's start talking fragrances, guys. What is your fragrance of the day? My fragrance of the day is Lattafa's Fakar Black. This is a clone of YSLY Eau de Parfum. Decent longevity, decent projection. It's not, the strongest fragrance known to man, but decent longevity, decent projection. Gets pretty close to Y though. Gets, decently close to Y, especially on my skin on the dry down. It does get decently close, like 90, 95% close. Only difference is this is a little bit more fresh and the apple isn't as strong. Cologne Connoisseur says question mark. Question mark what? Yep, that's how bad it is. Scent of the day, Aqua de Gio Profundo. C2, did you just get a sample of it or did you end up getting a full-on bottle of it? Because I would assume you probably just got a full bottle of it. Because I know you're talking about that. You wanted to get a good summer fragrance and you wanted to get possibly wanted to get an Aqua di Gio. But I think Profundo is a great fragrance. Now, I think honestly, Profundo or Elixir, I would still probably go Profundo. Like a full, okay, yeah, there you go. So you got a full bottle of it. I mean, good pickup C2. That is going to be like your Hawas Ice. You know, you're going to be able to wear it year round. It's going to smell good. You're going to get compliments with it. But like honestly, yeah, Aqua di Gio Elixir, Aqua di Gio Profundo. I think that they're both really good fragrances, but still, I would go Profundo over Elixir. The Elixir kind of smells like the original, just with this like heavy violet leaf vibe. But Profundo is more fresh to me, more aquatic, a little bit better maybe for the warmer weather. Maybe not like as good in the cool weather. I'd say the Elixir is probably going to be a little bit better than Profundo in the cool weather, just because it is more strong. Although I'd say the scent of Profundo would be better in the cool weather, but it doesn't project as nicely as the Elixir would. What's my favorite? Oh, what's my all-time favorite fragrance? So I kind of have like a couple different answers for this. My favorite fragrance of all time is Stronger With You EDT. This was my first fragrance. There's a lot of nostalgia with this fragrance. Reminds me of like when me and my girlfriend first got together. So I love this fragrance. It has a nice special place in my heart. But I think genuinely my favorite one I've ever owned, my favorite one to wear, and one that I just think is an absolutely crazy fragrance would probably have to be YSL Myself. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I glaze this a little too much. Maybe it's not good as it is, as I say it is. But to me, YSL Myself is just a phenomenal fragrance. You get bergamot, you get Calabrian bergamot, you get lavender, you get patchouli, if I'm not mistaken. Or you just get lavender. Or you don't get lavender and you get patchouli. You get ambrofix, you get some mandarin blossom. It's a phenomenal fragrance. You either get lavender or patchouli in here. Maybe it's patchouli, maybe it's lavender. I don't know which one. But yeah, it just smells good. It's a good year-round kind of scent. Basically was a blind buy too. Could you not test it or what? Favorite Azzaro wanted fragrance. I would say my favorite Azzaro here, actually. I'm gonna go grab these real quick. So my brother said not to touch these, but I don't really care because he has his own house and he could just take these over to his house if he really wanted. He picked up Azzaro Most Wanted Parfum 2, maybe 3 years ago. Like he got it pretty much when it had first come out, got it in this set. So in here, this is Most Wanted Parfum and Most Wanted Eau de Parfum Intense. So we're going to give them a smell. And then I know that these two are definitely in the race for my favorites. So okay, Eau de Parfum Intense, it's like, what's this like? It's like Intensely. Yeah, it's kind of like Intensely. It's like Stronger With You Intensely, but more of, how would I explain that? Stronger With You Intensely with this kind of slight floral vibe to it. Like, instead of where Stronger With You Intensely goes super, like, caramely sweet, at least with the original batches, or more like pre-reformulation batches, Most Wanted Eau de Parfum Intense is like where Intensely goes caramely sweet. Most Wanted EDP goes kind of floral in a sense. And then Most Wanted Parfum, I won't spray this one just because like I have worn it, I have owned it. Will be my favorite. I would say probably Most Wanted Parfum. You know, I've had the Parfum. It's a good fragrance. I did just have it, but I did end up trading it because I got Miami Tropical Confessions back for it. But yeah, I mean, I think that these Azzaro Most Wanted fragrances are good. The EDT Intense is good. That's one I didn't really like it at first, but definitely do enjoy it more now. The EDT Intense is good. I've tried Wanted by Night. That one's good as well. Was basic. I already read that. Was good. Jason was going on. So the day, Narciso Rodriguez Blue Noir Eau de Parfum. Jason, I want to say you wear that one a lot. I swear I've heard it from at least someone so many times, unless it's like a popular scent. Just see what's going on. We're in Luna Rosa Ocean. Which Luna Rosa Ocean? I had Luna Rosa Ocean EDT. Did end up selling it. It was a good fragrance. You know, it was good. It's a good kind of like powdery blue fragrance. Good longevity. Not good longevity. The EDT on me, I got like 4 hours with. So not good longevity, but decent projection when I did have the fragrance, and it just kind of had. I don't know how to describe it. It had this sort of like this like powdery clean but warm vibe to it. It's a good fragrance. What's my favorite school scent? I think my favorite school scent, just something that's like mass appealing that a lot of people like. YSL myself is always going to be like a good recommendation for that. YSLY Eau de Parfum is going to be good as well. And then maybe to recommend something a little cheaper that's good for school, you could pick up something like Cadlage Shiaka Blue for like 26 bucks. Good longevity, good projection, powdery blue fragrance. I genuinely gotta pick like some of the most banger fragrances for this week. Pretty much I have this whole week left of school, and then I have Monday. I have next Monday. So this whole week, 5 days this week, that's a normal schedule, right? Pretty much Monday, I'm kind of done with all my classes. Tuesday, we have a field day. I'm not going to that. I'm going to be 17 years old. I'm not going to a field day, bro. And then next Wednesday is like just the day where if you need to catch up on work, you go in, which I'm passing all my classes. So I have this week, and I have one day next week. So yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking this whole week I gotta wear just some absolute banger fragrances. You know, I'm talking some City Rhythms. I'm talking maybe Bad Boy Cobalt. Maybe I'll pull out, YSLY, YSL myself, Aqua de Gio. I don't know what exactly I'm going to be wearing, but this last week's rotation is going to be a good rotation. That's what I'm going to say. Scent of the day, Off Dawn Supremacy, not only intense, Aventus, and Hashavat smoke with fruity pineapple. That could be good. That could definitely be good. I agree myself, probably best smelling scent in your 40 bottle collection. It smells phenomenal. Wear the EDT a lot. Usually when I have meetings at work, we're in close proximity to each other, seems to be the most popular. No, so what does that one smell like? Umaika, too cool for a field day. Bro, I'm not okay, here's the thing. I may be helping out. So my mom works at an elementary school. I might help her out for the field day and like be one of the people who, sets up everything and just kind of like walks the kids through, you're doing this. Like that I would be down to do. I'm not going to like jump on a bouncy house with a bunch of kids in my grade, that's weird, bro. Are there going to be more lives with the summer coming up? Definitely more lives. Definitely just. So here's how it's going to be. Pretty much Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, there's going to be like a guaranteed live. I'll be home. I'll be able to be live. Now maybe some days I'll have 2 lives in a day. Maybe someday maybe not 3 lives. I know last summer at some points I was doing like 3 lives a day. That was kind of crazy. That was hard to keep up with. Definitely just more lives, more consistency, Opinion on Dior Homme Cologne. Yes, sir, I got you, but it did not want to go with me. Dior Homme Cologne, 3-note breakdown, bergamot, vetiver, mandarin blossom. Well, I believe it's bergamot, mandarin blossom, vetiver. Smells like a refreshing lemonade. Now, this one's not that strong. Normally, for me, I do about like 8, maybe 9 sprays. And even with 8, 9 sprays, that is not going to be like the best longevity or projection you've ever had by far. Yeah, bouncy house 17-year-old, that's some Diddy shit. Exactly, guys. Atomizer test with my best colognes. Instead of like best colognes, because some of them might not have a good atomizer, we will go through my best atomizers in my collection. let's we're opening up this window. So first one that we're gonna do, let's do Mancera. Mancera has a very good atomizer. Now, Manceras are the same throughout the whole brand. The city rhythms I'm going to show are the same throughout the whole brand. So, Manceras, pretty much every Mancera pressurized atomizers, there's some that aren't pressurized, but good pressurized atomizer. Smells great as well. It's like, smells good. It's like this like stingy saffron vibe to it. I love Instant Crush. It does have like that Baccarat Rouge DNA. I love it though. Next one. Here's a very good one. Game of Spades Full House. Very good atomizer. This one smells like Louis Vuitton Imagination. Yep, aromatic, fresh, powdery. A little bit of a tea vibe to it. Next up, we got City Rhythm atomizers. Very good atomizer on these ones. These are extrait de parfum as well, so you get that really good atomizer. You get that strong fragrance as well, so it's a really good match. That one, it's really like citrusy, fresh, vanillic, coconut sweet. I'm turning my fan on. It's getting a little nauseous here in my room. Not too nauseous, but my parents' room's also right above me, so I don't want to like spray a shit ton, and then have them go up. I would say for the most part, those are my three best atomizers in my collection. So, Manceras, City Rhythms, and then the Game of Spades fragrances. So, now we're going to let it air out a little bit. Joel says, love the pressurized atomizers. They're the best. Joel, what's your favorite pressurized atomizer? Spicy blue fragrance, nothing new, just mass appealing. If I see it, I may get it. I don't know. It's just like, I love those kinds of fragrances that like you can be close to people, they'll like them, and they're not going to complain about them, you know? And I love blue fragrances as well. All Paco Rabannes have terrible atomizers, so I would say they really don't have bad atomizers. It's just how the people do choose to spray them. If you just do an actual click, it's going to be fine. But when you do like a tiny click, it's not that good. Future business or other sources of income. I mean, ultimately, you know, I'd want to do something on social media. Maybe my fragrance content and gaming content will be taken off by then. I could be doing that. I don't know. Like, in the foreseeable future, you know, just kind of like working some odd jobs. When I'm out of school, you know, try and like hold down a consistent job until maybe I can get like a better job, or, you know, work until my YouTube takes off, something like that. Most overdone scent profile that's just so redundant. I'd say the Aventus DNA. Like, I really enjoyed it when I first got into fragrances. I got like Mont Blanc Explorer, and I thought it smelled super good. And then eventually, I don't know. Eventually, I just got tired of that DNA. I was like, I'm good, you know. Check out Sauvage. Okay, we'll do Sauvage. I don't really want to do Sauvage because it's very strong, but little half spray right there. Very strong. Yes, that one is very, very strong. But that one smells absolutely phenomenal. That wasn't a full spray, you know, that was still a very good atomizer. That one smells like lavender, wood, some vanilla, and some licorice root as well. That's a very good fragrance. I love that one. Same thing, just working until it takes off, then getting into a trade and doing HVAC. See, HVAC, you can make a lot of money doing HVAC. Another thing I was thinking that I could do, I could totally learn how to like work on and repair like garage doors, or I could learn how to do flooring, or like epoxy floorings on garages, or I could learn how to like I wouldn't per se want to do a trade that I would like have to go to a trade school for. Now, I know you're probably like, what does that mean? You want to do a trade you don't have to go to trade school for. Is that not impossible? There are some that like you don't need to go to trade school for. Now, they're not the standard trades like, oh, welding, woodworking, and stuff like that. But there's definitely some stuff that I would want to do. Selena, what's going on? I think HVAC could be fun. I know, like my brother, he was wanting to go to a trade school. He was wanting to do to learn diesel mechanics, and he also wanted to be get certified in welding as well, which you can make a lot of money from that. Like so much money, because a lot of the times, say you're working on a big truck and you notice something that needs to be welded on. Well, if you don't have your welding certificate, you're not welding certified, you have to pull it around into a welding bay. Then you guys have to wait for a welder to be able to come work on it. If you are welding certified and you're working on a truck, you can just do it, and a lot of jobs will pay you a bunch of money to come work with them, because they can make more money that way. If they can send a truck to you that needs to have something done with the engine and needs some stuff welded onto it and some stuff repaired, they're going to send it to you. You're going to make a lot of money that way. Your company's going to make a lot of money that way as well. Even though I love it, Bubblegum Aquatic is overhyped. Invictus Aqua, Hawas, Halloween Man Hero, etc. Yeah, like, I think the fragrances like that, I still enjoy them, but I definitely get what you're saying by they are a little overhyped. Drafting in high school. Yeah, you can make a shit ton of money with HVAC, especially if you live in a hot state. Yeah, and it's like, here's the thing. Like, up in Montana, during the summers and during the warm months, most definitely. Like, Montana's a very beautiful place. But like, up here in the winter, nobody wants their AC going, right? But yeah, like, if you live down in Texas where it's 50 degrees in December, yeah, you're gonna make some good money doing that. Mr. Rolex, what's going on, man? You can do CNC programming in school and work at the same time. I wouldn't want to work and do schooling at the same, like, now if I was at college, now, yeah, like if I were to go to a local college, like, yeah, I'd work. But like, and doing programming too, that seems kind of hard. Manny, what's going on? Would you ever move out of Montana? Possibly. I mean, it really just depends. Like, I love Montana, and there are like a couple like the city I live in now, I would love to live in. When I'm older, when I'm an adult, there's some other like smaller cities that are definitely cheaper to be in, and that I just absolutely love, right? But I don't know. I think it really depends. If I'm in the position to move out and I could move out and do something else, sure. Oh, you've been talking about what you're doing after school? Yes. I don't know how it even got brought up. But Miss Rolex says early stream today. Yes, early stream today. My friend does programming. See, like, I tried to do programming. I could never get into it. AC in Florida, 24/7, 365. Exactly. CC2, move down to Florida, bro, and then you'll make a lot of money. Any other hobbies besides fragrances? I like gaming. I play VR. I like cars. Hang out with my girlfriend. I play basketball. I love food. I mean, like, I don't know. I love eating. I'm a big guy. I'm like 6'2", 220. I don't know how much I weigh. Like 220 or something like that. I can put down some food. Did you enjoy Arizona? I would say yes. I did enjoy Arizona. It was fun. Different climate than what I was used to. It was very dry down there in Arizona, and up in Montana, when it's warm, it's actually surprisingly humid up here. Yeah, I'm moving to Florida the next few years. Told you I want to live down there a few months ago. I couldn't remember, honestly. Always in the military, retired 20 years, signed up for disability, work as a contractor on a base. 3 checks coming in. wouldn't really want to serve in the military. My stepdad served in the military. He enlisted after 9/11 happened, thinking he was going to go to Well, no, he enlisted thinking he was going to Afghanistan. I don't know exactly how his story is, but like he enlisted thinking he was going to go to Afghanistan. 9/11 happened. He got sent to Iraq, and then he ended up getting a disability while he was overseas. But the VA kind of sucks, where it's like if you were to do something and you were to get injured, like you have to deal with the VA for the rest of your life. They would more or less just kind of like rather give you a bunch of drugs and kill you than actually take care of you, you know? So I don't think that personally me, I don't think it's something I would want to do. I suppose even though they're not my personal experiences, they're, you know, like my family's experiences, the VA and just like military in general isn't the best thing. But for some people, you know, Jason, I'm assuming you're telling me what you did. You know, if that worked out for you, then that's really good, right? I thought I'd go into the military for a second during my freshman year, and like I don't know. I think like maybe if the time was right, I'd be like, yeah, you know, I'll go into the military. I think as of right now, I probably wouldn't really want to serve. You are young, you can incinerate calories, but in your 20s you start packing it on. Exactly. Like I'm 16 years old right now. I can put down a lot of food. I'm enjoying being able to put down a lot of food without, you know, gaining a lot of weight. Now, like, do I kind of have a tummy? Yes. That's fine. You know, I love eating food. Why am I talking so much about eating food, dude? I don't know. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry right now. I think that's why I'm talking about eating. Christine, what's going on? Nah, personally, I wouldn't join the military. I don't think it's the best thing to do unless it's like the last choice. And like, here's the thing: if you're going down a rough patch in life, like, yeah, sometimes the military is a good option. My stepdad, he was kind of going down, like a hard path, and he was like, you know what, we'll join the military. And you know, it definitely did shape him up a lot better. But it really just depends, you know. My uncle does border patrol, man. What's up, my guy? Just had Little Caesars pretzel stuffed crust, and it was amazing. Dude, it's so good. I hadn't had it in like 10 years, and then it came out again. Micah Big Back confirmed. Dude, I don't know. Like, see, like, you guys can tell by, like my arms and, like, you know, like, I got a little double chin going on, but I don't have, like, a huge double chin, and I'm not, like, you know, like you can tell by my arms and shit, I'm not, like, fat, per se. But yes, I can eat very nicely, C2, and I can definitely be a big back when I want to, C2. 16 and 6'2", play sports. I play a little bit of basketball. I could possibly play basketball this upcoming year. I played my freshman year. Well, I played like 4th through 8th grade, 4th through freshman year consistently. And then I didn't play last year. Just kind of because like I felt like I wasn't in like a good place, wasn't in shape, and a lot of stuff like that. And I had really just like taken that whole off season to, I don't know, I guess really just like figure out what I wanted to do in life. And I thought I just wanted to work, you know. I don't know. Maybe I should have played basketball last year, but I could play this year. Depends. Did 20 years in the military, retired as an E7, get 100% or get 100 disability and work as a contractor now. Nothing wrong with me. Work in a military town in Huntsville. Can't tell the guys that are retired, or can tell the guys that are retired military. We all drive vets and work on base. I mean, like it like that could be cool, but just for me, it's like I don't really think the military would be like a good option for me. Based on the way I eat, my dad says I'm the skinniest fat kid. Bro, my dad says that about my sister. As long as you start getting into shape before your 20s, you'll get slim easily. It's when you hit your 20s-ish when the fat slicks. Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, no, one time I lost, like... Okay, this was actually crazy to me. One time I lost, like 60 pounds. I went, like, I had, like, some stuff happen to me in my life. I got, like, sad, and I started just, like, going, you know, like, I was expressing my emotions through, like, eating, I suppose you could say. I got up to like 240. I kid you not. And I don't know, maybe I didn't lose it the healthiest way. I was doing a lot of like fasting, but dude, I dropped all the way down to like 185. And then I went up again, and then I went down again. But it's weird because it's like I gain a lot of weight, then I grow, and then I lose it. Then I gain a lot of weight, and then I grow and I lose it. My mom is convinced I'm going to be growing again. I mean, I don't know. I've always been able to put down food really good, but according to her, I've been extra hungry recently. So maybe I'm going to be going through another growth spurt. Um, but yeah, no, it's crazy because it's like when you're a kid and when you're a teenager, you can gain and lose weight like crazy. But you know, you don't see 40-year-olds being able just to lose 60 pounds in a couple months, right? Now, for some people, yes, they can, but the human body truly works in mysterious ways. You know, the human body makes it where Nashaniani is a crazy strong fragrance. Got some more materials today for my graduation gifts. Got some perfume or alcohol and essential oils. C2. So, I really don't want to burst your bubble. Now, you can use the essential oils, but first of all, you have to make sure that they are like actual legit essential oils. There are a lot of bootleg oils that go around. Which those bootleg ones, if they go on some people's skins, you know, they can give a reaction. So you want to make sure you're covered and be like, no, the oils that I'm using say that they're 100% skin safe, right? So make sure that the essential oils are skin safe. And then when you use essential oils, you're making an all natural fragrance, even though it's not better than a normal fragrance, but the longevity and projection won't be as good. That's pretty much all the notes I have with that. Essential oils are a little hard to work with because either like you need to use a lot of them because they're really weak, or you have to use barely any and they're very strong. Mr. Rolex, I'm 49, started getting in shape at 40. Best shape of my life right now. There's no age for it. Effort and knowledge. How you do that is the key. I mean, like, there definitely is a time and place for it, and it's like, just do it when you're young, you know, be in good shape when you are turning into adulthood and stuff like that. But yes, that is very true. Anyone can lose weight, anyone can build muscle, and, you know, get in good shape at any age. There's no bad time to do it, which I think is how I would rephrase what Joel said. There's no bad way to do it, you know? Hit the gym. Don't eat teenager fast food crap. Hey, I love eating fast food. I don't really hit the gym, though. I do a lot of cardio. I play a lot of basketball. Where'd you get your shelf? I got this shelf off of Amazon. It's actually a really good shelf. I paid like $60 for it. Came with like a drywall anchor and everything. Holds a lot of fragrances, but literally look. Whoa, that's not what I just do. Oh, I thought I broke it. It was just the clip shifting that was holding it. But like, yeah, it's not going anywhere. Did you get any loose skin when you lost that big 60 pounds? I didn't get like, no, I wouldn't say I really got any loose skin. What I did get, hold on, I want to make sure like, I want to make sure my ass crack isn't hanging out when I do this. I didn't get loose skin. What I did end up getting though is I got, can you see him? Maybe not. I don't know if y'all can see him, but I think maybe here, let's see. We do it like this. Only thing I got was some stretch marks on my back, which I will take those stretch marks over that like flabby loose skin any day of the week. And then I also have I have some slight stretch marks here on my side as well, but really not that much for losing 60 pounds in like, I don't remember how long it didn't take me that long though. I think it was like less than 3 months, but like literally I would eat one meal a day. I would just fast all day, and when I get home, I just eat like, it wouldn't even be a big meal dinner, but when I get home then I just eat dinner. Yes, it's easier, it takes longer as you get older. It's oils with patchouli, rosemary, more for like raw materials. Wonder what's going on with our boy Dayron. I mean, he's still there, you know. Wait, it's oils with patchouli and rosemary, more like raw materials. Well, right, but essential oils and fragrance oils are different. Obviously, you know this, C2, but what I'm trying to say is make sure they're make sure if they are essential oils, you know, like were they bought off of a perfumery website? Were they just bought off Amazon? and and it's like a Chinese brand that was selling it, and it's like, oh, very good rosemary oil. Um, it's a 20 something female. I wore Egyptian sandalwood oil, worked for me, plus Chanel number 5. Chanel number 5 is incredibly, like, it's an incredibly hyped up fragrance even to this day. You know, people talk about Chanel number 5. Girls talk about Chanel number 5. You don't hear people, you don't hear, and I get like there's a 200 plus year difference in here. But like you hear people talk about Chanel number 5. You don't hear people talking about, like, guys talking about 4711, He was posting for a bit, then went on a hiatus. I mean, I don't know. I think if anything, like, maybe what Dayron does is, like, he just, like, he records a lot of, or like he records his content when he doesn't post, and then he posts for a while, and then the content runs out, and then he goes back and records. C2 was saying, yeah. C2 said, "Got you'll do my research or check." Definitely just do it, because if you are you're showing someone and they say that they're fine testing it out, and then they get it on their skin and they can and say it burns them, they could be like, "Oh, I'm suing you," and you could potentially be messed up because you willingly let them have it when it wasn't a safe ingredient. But yeah, you really just want to be careful. I got to a point where I was like, I'm just not gonna work with essential oils because there are so many bootleg essential oils out there that can mess up your skin. Do you know really good fresh oak moss frag? Similar dry down of Aventus. So Cahiers d'Alforsan will kind of give you Aventus vibes. It's like this pineapple saffron oud kind of fragrance, but the oud in this just comes across, to me at least, as just like some woods. So this is maybe like a more pineapple heavy Aventus. This is like $17. I think that this is really, really good. So this is a phenomenal fragrance. I would recommend this one. Another one, Sensual Obsessions, Absolute King. They are a small brand from Florida. It's like $40 for the 100 ml. Absolute King is a clone of Aventus Absolute, and it literally just smells like any Aventus styled fragrance, pineapple heavy, and with a lot of oak moss in there. So that one smells good. When you lose the weight and mature, the stretch marks pretty much go away and become unnoticeable. See, exactly. Like for me, like when I was trying to find these side stretch marks, I couldn't really see them. And then I saw them. And it's like now when I see them, I'm like, okay, yeah, they're right there. But like even like these, they used to be a lot worse. And I remember, like, I used to be scared to take off my shirt when I like first had the stretch marks, because they were really deep in my back. And like every time I take them off, people would be like, "What happened to your back?" And I just have to be like, "Oh, I just lost weight." Like it wasn't really a good feeling. But like now, like I can still feel the stretch marks, but they're not as strong. Or like they're not as like visible as they were. So now like I'm a lot more comfortable taking off my shirt because people are like, "Oh my god, what happened to your back?" There were 2 teen hosted fragrance channels that got into a nasty feud. I asked why. That's interesting. That's really interesting. 2 teen hosted fragrance channels that got into a nasty feud. Did you get any information on why, Selena, or what? Cahiers d'Alforsan got it last year, but it didn't go well with me. Couldn't smell it for weeks. Forgot about it for a year and gave it to my mom. See, I don't know. Like this one, I love it. It's pineapple heavy. It's sweet. Now, I was in like a huge pineapple kick when I did, or actually no, I got this fragrance and then I went into this huge like pineapple kick. Like every morning I was drinking pineapple juice. I was eating a lot of pineapple and stuff like that, just because I love the smell of it, and I don't know why. This just got me on like the biggest pineapple kick ever. And that pineapple kick has kind of come to a little bit of a hiatus. Like I still drink pineapple juice, I still wear this fragrance, I still love it, right? But it's good. I don't wear it insanely often, but I would say it's like once every like 2 to 3 weeks I pull out this fragrance. I've probably had it for about, I don't know, 3 weeks, and I've worn it like twice. So like I'd say this is one I'd wear like every 2 to 3 weeks. My batch smells like straight up pineapple syrup. Smells like it would taste good, but too sweet to wear. Maybe I'll give it a try again. I don't know. For me, it's like a pineapple saffron combo. That's primarily what I get. It's this kind of like stingy saffron with that like kind of soft woodsy vibe. I don't know. I love it. Another fragrance I think is good, y'all. Nishani Ani. A lot of people were surprised when I got Nishani Ani. I don't really know why. A lot of people were like, "Oh my god, you got Nishani Ani? That's insane!" Like, it's a good fragrance, but I'm surprised that this got more hype than a couple of these other fragrances. Brian is making shoes too. I did not know Brian was making shoes. I know he's making clothes. Yeah. So someone asked, did he send? It's Sean. Well, I'm pretty sure it's Sean John Unforgivable. So Sean John Unforgivable, which is a clone of Millicent Imperial, but Diddy also wore Millicent Imperial. So yeah. Wait, okay, is he just timed out? Because I don't want him to be. We're gonna unhide him. Because he was in here before, I swear to God. Unless he wasn't in here before. Wait, was he? I swear to God he was. No, this wasn't. Hold on. No, never mind. Okay. I was thinking it was a different person who was like in here for a while and was like asking questions. I was like, dude, what? Yeah, someone posted about channel takes a product to another channel and went from there later and got personal. Wait, hold on. Yeah, somebody posted something about one. Oh, wait. So you're saying wait, hold on. So there's obviously an escalation. I get that point. Somebody posted something about one's channel. Oh, they reacted to their opinion. Okay. Oh, okay. So, to my understanding, you got two teenagers that run fragrance contests. One of them either reacted to a product the other one was selling or made, or was reacting to another person's, video, whatever it was, and then it got personal from there. Damn. My bad, failure, fail. If that was a legit question, but the Diddy jokes are getting boring now. I know Rolex's Diddy jokes are getting annoying. It's like, here's the thing. Like, what, like, was it funny at first? Yeah, for the first, I don't know, first 2 weeks, but did kind of get old. But dude, there's so many freshmen who run around my school. They're like, I love Diddy. It's like, bro, come on. But let's see. We got about 5 minutes. Left. Yeah, 5 minutes left. Let's see. I don't know what I want to wear tomorrow. Like I said, I do want to have like a good kind of last week of school, 6 days of school. I have 1 day of school next week. Pretty much this is my last week of school. So, I'm thinking like, for tomorrow at least, I don't know exactly what I want to wear. I know I do want to wear, something good, obviously. But I'm thinking tomorrow I could go something like YSL Myself. I could go Miami Tropical Confessions. I could go Bad Boy Cobalt. I don't know what I want to go. But again, like I said, definitely keep your guys' eyes out for the fragrance of the days this week and the fragrance recap at the end of this week, because, I'm genuinely trying to have like a super good rotation for the ending of my school year. I don't know why, but it's like the ending of summer, or like when I go to the fair or stuff like that, is like really when I do try and bring out like all of these heavy hitters, I suppose. I don't know, maybe to make an impression on people, right? How's it feel to be finishing school? Any plans after? You still doing car channel like Micah, garage or something? So, Mr. Rolex, I am actually not finishing school. I'm going into my junior year of high school, so I still have 2 more years. I'm a sophomore right now. I'm 16 years old, believe it or not. So, how's it feel to be finishing school? I have no idea. But my plans after school, what I have so far is like, yeah, I want to keep going with this. I want to keep going with a gaming channel, like, because I did just set up one yesterday. I do want to eventually have a car, like a project car. I was thinking, I could do it soon. Like I could get a project car soon. But my parents, since I'm on their insurance and they pay for my insurance and they pay for my gas on the condition that that um we get good grades. As long as we got good grades, we get our insurance and we get our gas paid for, which I'm very grateful. But like I want to be able to put anything in the cars. I want to be able to like put an exhaust or anything in it because my parents are convinced if you put an exhaust on the car, which I'm like speaking quiet because I don't want them to hear me. They're convinced if you put an exhaust on the car, like the engine's gonna blow up because of back pressure, and the fuel economy is gonna tank, which it's not. The fuel economy would go up. Anyways, yeah, man, I'm only 17. Oh, you met the school. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, Mr. Rolex. I don't know why. I was thinking you were saying, like, yeah, I don't know. I was thinking you were saying, like, right now I was finishing school. I'm like, bruh. But I think, I don't know, like, I think just hang out this summer, keep filming content, stuff like that. Long-term goal career-wise, I don't really know. I haven't thought about it that much. Like, I think ideally, I would totally want to be like an influencer of sorts. But it really just does depend what happens in my life, right? Only reason you have nice things because you've been working from quite young. How long have you been? Well, I mean, I don't know. And like, you could also, Mr. Rolex, you're 17 and you've had an Audi and you've had a Rolex. I thought you were like 30, bro. Now the exhaust won't really affect anything. Like, I don't know. In some cases, you can have some bad back pressure if I don't know if someone steals your catalytic converter, like yeah, your car is gonna start being weird and you might have some pressure issues. But an actual exhaust, even if it's a straight pipe, you're not gonna have any back pressure issues unless somehow you mess it up. Which how are you gonna mess up a straight pipe? Come on, buddy. Summer holiday streams last year were a vibe though. Exactly. I really enjoyed the summer streams. The Christmas streams as well are fun. I want to say like the first year I did a Christmas stream, I want to say I did it on Christmas Day, but I think last year I might have done it. I might have done it Christmas Day last year. But I love just like being like, oh hey everyone, Merry Christmas. This is what I got. Let me know what you guys got if y'all want to let me know. That's very cool to me. But I think that's going to do it. Thank you all. I hope you all have a great rest of your guys' day. Wrapping up on the hour. Wasn't the most exciting live, and we did talk about a bunch of random stuff. I did kind of notice that we did, at least me, I kept getting sidetracked. We don't always have to talk about fragrances. So I appreciate y'all. Working since you're like 13, selling watches, buy one for 50, resell for 80, to odds up a couple thousand. It's kind of easy. So even though you weren't doing like on paper, like actual work, you were just kind of just doing what you could to make money. You ever plan on streaming? Possibly. Hey, Jewel, have a good night. Mr. Rolex, have a good night. C2, have a good night. Everyone have a good night. Peace, everyone, and have a good day.